You know, I think I should actually explain some of my thumbnails every once in a while. I don't know. All right. The thumbnail on today's video, you will notice there are some little white objects laying on a bench there or a chair. Those are short-tailed weasels. They're not the biggest weasel. They're not the smallest weasel. They're not the ugliest weasel. They're just a weasel. And when they turn white like that, they're called an ermine. And yes, we have a trapping season for them in Iowa. And supposedly we have all three subspecies of weasels here in Iowa, but I've only seen one, and that's the short-tailed variety. There is a long-tailed variety, and you can find them north further in Minnesota, which is a perfect segue into where I got my package today. But I have to explain the weasels first. The long-tail variety are up in Minnesota or Canada. They're a much larger weasel. Look at almost 60% bigger than ones laying on in the thumbnail. And there's such a thing as a pygmy weasel that has a turned up nose like a pig, but it's very small. It's an ugly little weasel with a short tail, like a gopher, or yeah, like a gopher, a pocket gopher tail. So I guess I should explain my thumbnails at the start of every video, because I have some thumbnails that you guys probably are wondering, what the hell is that? Well, I got knives on one, some. I got a gun on some, a pew pew. I got my forge on some. My one yesterday, day before, was my anvil, which is not a very good anvil. It's a cheap Harbor Freight anvil, but it's the one I got. I also got another one that I made from railroad track. But anyway, I should explain my thumbnails as I do the video, so you guys know what the hell is going on in this goofy little mind of mine. All right. Good morning, Diane's cabin. We are opening your package from the day before yesterday. This is going to be a wonderful one. Look what we have. We have a package from the Durbins. We're going to have to raise the camera a little because it's that big. Look at that. Look at how big this package is. Yeah, buddy. I've taken the liberty of cutting the end off and looking at the invoices, so I know what the heck I got, because I'm old and I forget. Let's dump her out, should we? Yeah, buddy. All right, that's it. No more in there. I know what's on it. I know what's in here already just by looking at these. I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to let you guys. You guys are going to have to suffer with me. You are going to have to suffer with me. All right, let's look at here, Diane. Oh, these are easy to open and they're easy to reuse. I like packages and bubble mailers like this. They're great. All right, what do we got? What do we got? Oh man, there's a couple of things in there. 3 things in there. Hold up. Let's move this out of the way. Let's move this stuff over here. All right, that's it. That gets What do we got, man? I'm not. Uh-oh. What is this? Oh, those are 2 German marks? Are those marks? No. They're two little dimes. What are these dimes? Oh, man. These are so small, I have to get out the old eyes. They're Canadian, that's for sure. Let's look. Oh, that's a 1919, or no, it's a 1917 Canada dime, I think. Yeah. Yeah, back is pretty wore, but yeah, it's a Canada dime. It looks like. This one looks like it's the same, but it's a 1915. Oh, this one, no, it's a nickel. All right, they're nickels. They look like they're dimes, but they're nickels. You see that? Hold up a second. I'll go like this so you can see. Oh, shoot. I don't want that light on. See, 1915 Canada nickel. I don't have any of these. These are the first couple of these I have. You know what? To see this even better, we're going to bring up the big guns here. We're going to bring up the big guns and see what we got. Move that back, move that down, move it up, move it down. Oh, I got to move it up a little bit. What the hell? My camera keeps moving. Oh, this thing's got a cover on it. All right, well, maybe I can do it like that. I don't know. Hey, he's upside down. That's the one that's not the best looking. I think this is the one that's the best looking. We'll see here. That's one that's not the best looking. Go back to this one. I know you guys are having. You see that? It says Canada nickel 5 cents or 5 cents Canada right there with the crown 5 cents Canada. Yeah, that's a ugly little coin there, 1915. But I don't have any of those, so we are going to put those right over here on the table. We will adjust the camera later to look at it, but let's put the what do we got here? This is I don't know, 50 cent piece, a quarter maybe. Yeah, we'll get that out of the way. Oh, I got a large cent. Yeah, a 1 cent. This is a 1907 large cent. Look at that, buddy. I gotta move it like that. All right. I don't have any of these. Boy, I tell you what, really hard to see shit today. Well, you can see the king on there anyway. You can see it's a 1 cent, a large penny, large cent. I don't have any. This is my first one. Really cool. All right. Well, we'll put that over there too. You know, I think I am going to have to move this somehow down here. Put my, and then when I want, can I move it? No, hang on. I gotta move the camera up. Yeah, I don't know, man. Something's wrong here. All right. Then I got one other little coin here. This looks like a GAW coin. I have won a couple of GAWs. Yeah, there is a GAW coin. I got a Y. Why? Because I usually I usually guess K, but Joe doesn't like middle of the alphabet. He likes either end. So I got a K that time. I came in. I was gone for most of this auction. I came in right at the end. I saw they were having golf, so I guessed a K real quick, and go to hell. I won it. That was amazing there. That was the only thing I got that whole auction, I think. We'll lay that over there. Oh, here. I like these. These are the best coins Canada has. I will collect these all day. They come in this bring it up a little bit. They come in these covers, and it's got all of the specifications and everything up there. But they're a little quarter ounce coin, basically. I think they're a quarter ounce. Let me look and see. Yeah, 7.96 grams. This is the Superman coin. If you can see it. Superman. Let's see if I can do it this time. See Superman? Yeah, you see Superman there. Yeah. I know you see him. And they're kind of glued onto the cardboard, so you can't get them off. Look at the other side. But it's a queen or king, and these are cool because they're older. And this one is licensed by DC Comics, so this one's kind of neat. I have several of those. I keep I'll collect them as much as I can. I like them. All right, then we got two other little packages here. See that one GAW? That was one auction. This is from 3 different auctions here, so I think 3 auctions. Let's take a look. 1, 2, might be 2 different auctions. Yeah, one receipt there or one invoice there, and one invoice here. So 2 different auctions. I've had as many as 3 auctions in one package, so that's not a big deal. Diane's cabin packs everything really well. Really, really well. This one's heavy, though. I don't know what's in it, but it's heavy. Oh, there's lots of stuff in that one. Oh, man. There's like 10 packages in there. All right, what do we got here? We got, I think these are, I have 3. 3 Canadian dollars? No, German. These are German marks. Here we go. Yeah. This is a 1972A German mark. It's kind of a cool one. I'm not going to get the magnifier down here for every coin, but you see how that A is on the back? That's a 20 mark coin. All right. Then we got a 1971A. $20 marker. And then we got a 1973A 20 mark coin. And if they say mark on them, yep, 20 mark. Deutsche Democratic Republic. German Democratic Republic. This one is Otto Grotwald, 1894 to 1964. That was his little reign of terror there. And then we have Ernst Thälmann, 1886 to 1944. And we have Friedrich V. Schiller, 1759 to 1805. I am German by descent, by heritage. I have visited Germany a couple of times. I collect some German coins. All right, what do we got here? We have this looks like something clad, but this was, I was bidding against a lady on this. Anyway, I assume it's a lady because her name is Liza Jane. And we got it up to a large amount of money. This is part of our history. Liza Jane, 84. And she won the bid. I gave up. She gifted this to me. I want to thank her personally. I'm going to look up her email and thank her personally. That's a 9/11 commemorative coin. And it's not a coin, it's just a commemorative. And I will tell you at the bottom, it says 1 troy ounce, 999 fine silver. It says one nation under God with liberty and justice for all, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. Land of the free, home of the brave. With the firefighters and a rescue dog with the American flag on the backside. It says Spirit of America, September 11th, 2001. Liza Jane, you're an angel. I love you for that. That's what makes this community so great, is the amount of giving that goes on in this community. I've got stuff gifted to me. I've gifted stuff to others. The way we raise money to help each other out is amazing. One of the best things about my ankle surgery last September is the fact that I found this community because I was sitting in front of the computer and couldn't walk. I don't think there's a better community on the internet, in my opinion. So thank you very much. That will never, ever leave here. Thank you, Liza Jane. I didn't see her this last auction. She's in and out. I will get a hold of her. A 1967 goose. Try and find these goose coins on the major bullion dealers like SD Bullion or Monument Metals or Silver Gold Bull or any of them. Look, MMX, see if you can find these. These are always out of stock. You always have to put in a notification to be notified when they come back in stock, and you're never notified because they're never coming back in stock. So I will buy them anytime I can. The Voyager with the two guys in the canoe, I have 12 of those now. I have a dozen. And I'm going to get a dozen of these too for my collection. I like to get them all the different years that they were made. But if I get mostly 67s, well, then I'll take 67s. I have a lot of 1966 Voyagers. But I'll take them. I will take them. Because you just can't find them. All right, we'll move Superman over and out of the way a little bit. And this one, this last auction, I let one of these go because somebody wanted it worse than I did, because I knew I had one. The 50-cent pieces, but they got the coat of arms on the back. I let one go. Maybe probably shouldn't have, but it was getting a little expensive, so I let it go to the guy that wanted it. But I'll take these too any day. Let's put that one up here. I may have to move these down just a little bit and over just a little bit. So might be able to get everything on this table. I got stuff in the way up here. Okay, speaking of Voyager dollars, I did manage to pick up another one. And see, I told you, 1966. Oop, a little bit too shiny there. See the two guys in the canoe, trees in the background. 1966. That's when they came out. But yeah, I got a dozen of them, maybe 13 now. I'll have to look. Don't know. But yeah, I buy them when I can and they're reasonable. Now, this one's kind of cool. This one I haven't seen before. Would be that little car. That's a German coin also. I think it's 20 mark. Let me look and see. No, these are 5 mark coins here. These are 5 mark. This is a 1990A. Say Jare, Postwesen, Postwesen. I'm Postwesen wagon Postwesen. It looks like a Model A. But it's a 5 mark coin. All right. Very cool. And this one is a 1990A 5 mark. This one is the big house. The big house. In Berlin. I don't know if you can see that one very well, but yeah, you should be able to. The big house in Berlin. 5 mark coins. I have some other Germans. I don't know how many I have, but I have some more German coin. All right, that was it for that package. Last one. Last one coming up. Ooh, this one's going to be more difficult to get into. Ah, good God. There. There. I know I'm cutting. Yeah, I did. Cut the bag. Of course, I'm not going to save that one because it's too small to ship anything in. Yeah, we'll get rid of that one. I'm looking at the Hi, Mrs. Coin Crew. It was like 20 for 20. Yeah, first came out. Yeah, it was a neat little series that came. I thought so too. And I've missed a couple on Durbin's. Somebody wanted them worse than I did, but I figure I'll get them again. They'll come out. They'll come out again. Oh, yeah. You know, I was on another online auction and there was a whole bunch of these and they were fairly cheap. And I was bidding on them and bidding on them right up to the last like 20 seconds of the auction. And then somebody outbid me. And I couldn't get my bid in fast enough to get the bid back. But it was, it pissed me off doing that. This one, I'll take it out and we'll take a look at it. This is the Calgary Rodeo, 1875, 1975. Is that what it says, 1875? Yeah, 1875, 1975. It's the Calgary Stampede. Anniversary of the Calgary Stampede. I remember reading about that as a kid, as a young adult. Always wanted to go. Never did get to go. That's when I was into rodeo. Not so much into rodeo. I do like bronc riding, but I like bull riding the best. I do like bull riding the best, or calf roping. I figured if I was a little bit younger, back in my prime, I would have tried that. I certainly wouldn't have done it in my 40s, 50s, and now in my 60s. But back in my 20s and 30s, yeah, I would have tried that. That's a cool coin. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm glad I got that one. All right. Now let's do a little roundabout here. Let's get this magnifier out of the way. Throw that over there. We'll bring this man. The stuff that gets in the way when you're trying to move stuff. All right. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Take this camera off of here. And I'm going to take it under here. And I'm going to take it over here. Just like that. That's the stuff we got today from Durbin Auctions. Look at that. I do a pretty good job on Durbins. I like the auction. I like the people. I like the way it's conducted. Oh, I'm going to try and put my camera back on my stand here. I like everything about that auction. Let's see if I can get this back on there without screwing stuff up. All right, we'll go back over this way. Yeah, I know. Joe will do a face reveal every once in a while. I kind of look like him. Not really. He's a much better looking individual than I am. And that's probably why, or what attracted Diane to him in the first place, is because he is such a handsome man with a good taste in dogs and an extensive knowledge of coins. I imagine that's why Diane was attracted to him in the first place, because he is such a good-looking individual. What else do we want to talk about today, guys? I see there's not a lot of people in the chat. Diane's cabin was here. Yeah, I know, Diane. Upside down, turning around. Yeah, hold up a second. I think I'm wrong. I am wrong. One of the little packages fell on the floor. So we got to do this. Again, we have to do this. Look at this. One package fell on the floor behind my little stand. So I think I know what this is, but we will surprise you guys. I know what this is. I think I know what this is. Man. All right. Yeah, we're not going to keep this one again. I can tell you that. Cut the bottom of that one open. All right. Yes, we are not keeping this one. This one has a rubber band on to keep it from falling apart. No, I don't know. Let's keep the bag on. because it was such a big bag. This should, I wonder if it's the Bahamian coins, maybe. First National Coins, Barbados proof set. Minted at the Franklin Mint. 1973. And back in the day, I don't know if you can see that, $100 set. Did you see that? $100 set. Somebody put on there when it was sold one other time. And I know we got it cheaper than that. It's a nice clamshell. Nice clamshell. Oh, okay. What do we have here? Here is a napkin that was in there. And you know why people put the napkins in there, right? It's just for moisture. Well, now we have silica packets that can be put in there. Please read these important instructions. You know, that came with the little package. We'll set that over here so you guys can see all the crap that comes out of there. First national coinage of Barbados is going to give you a little history. And I kind of like different coinage sets of different nations. There you go. A little certificate of authenticity. What was that sign? December 1st, 1973. Plus our little protective styrofoam. And you'll notice that a couple of the coins have actually moved from their position. So I will try and move them around without touching too much. I don't know. There, we'll just take the bag and press them in there so I don't get my finger on them. The penny, the nickel, the dime, and a quarter all came out of their little slot there. You see the $1 up on top is starting to tone right up there in the top left corner. You see that toning? That's just from people touching them, I think. But and you see this one over here. I believe that's a. I don't have any gloves right here. So what we'll do is we'll use a paper towel. And we're going to dump these coins out. All right. Coins are all dumped out. And we'll put them back as we're looking at them here. The first one, the big one on top, that's toned. This one's toned, so I think I can touch it with my fingers, but it's a $10 coin from Barbados. We'll put that one back in there. All right. Put that one back in there. This one's becoming toned too on the back side. It's a $5 coin, the fountain. Oh, that one's kind of cool there. I'm going to have to get the old eyes out for this. Oh, okay. That's fish and coral. That's a $2 coin. If you can see that, fish and coral. quit it. We'll turn the fish and the coral up. That one over there, we are going to turn that one around so we can see the we're just going to put the fountain on the back. Okay. This is the coin that I really like here. The 50-cent piece. See the design on it and the shape of it. I like that a lot. This one has that is another fish. It is a flying fish. That is a dollar coin. Flying fish. A $1 coin. And we will put that one up right there. All right. Here we have the 25-cent coin, which is a windmill, I believe. Yeah, just like a Dutch windmill. You see that? Yeah, it's a 5-cent coin, just like the Dutch windmill. So we'll put that up. Somebody was playing with these coins at one time. This is the golden 5-cent coin, and it has the lighthouse on it. This is the golden 5-cent coin, and it has a lighthouse on the front. It's got the Barbados on the back, like all the other the Barbados seal. So we're going to put that one right there. All right. Then we have the dime, which has the seagull on it. It says 10 cents. Seagull. So we'll put that one right there. And then we have the penny, which has a trident. Oh, trident on it. Let me get it down here. Can you see that? Because my fingers are so. See the trident? Yeah. With the Barbados coat on the back. So we'll, man, I hate it when stuff doesn't go in just right. There we go. We'll put that right there. Okay, so we got a trident. We got golden nickel with a lighthouse on. We got a dime with a flying fish on. We got another nickel with a windmill on. We got a quarter with flying fish on. 50 cents with fish and coral. $5 coin. Let me see, that's a dollar coin. Well, it's a $2 coin. So we've got a $10, a $5, a $2. Then we've got a $1 coin. Okay. Let's just take this down here. Right here, we'll set this up here like this. We'll bring it down here like this. All right, let's see if I can do this. Here we have a $10 coin, a $5 coin, a $2 coin. No, 10, 5, god damn it. 10, 5, 2. Yes. 10, 5, 2. Yes. 1. Okay. 10, 5, 2, 1. Then we go over to 50 cents. Correct? Nope. We have no 50-cent coin. We have a 25-cent coin, 10 cent, 5 cent, and 1 cent. No 50-cent coin in this set. So you got 10, 5, 2, 1, 25, 10, 5, and 1. That's how that goes. It's a pretty set. Don't get me wrong. And I'm sure I didn't pay a whole heck of a lot for it, but I have another set out in the safe, in the other safe. I'll have to drive over there and get it out and see if that's kind of the same year or not. I don't know. But it's a cool set. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Where is that? There it is, right there. We will put that down first. Then we'll put that down. All right. And then we'll put all this other information in there with it. It doesn't matter what I think of these coins. I mean, I think they're cool. I like this set. I like the island sets. I will take that little sticker off of there if I can. That says $100. Because it really doesn't need to be on there. It's just, there's another one underneath of it. Look at that. Which also says $100. You see that? I took the one off, and there was another one underneath of it. So maybe I won't take them off. And we took the one off anyway. I don't know if I can get that one off there without screwing up the packaging or not. So I think I'll just leave it. But like I was telling you, my daughters will inherit this stuff. It doesn't matter to me what the cost is, because I only think they'll go up, and they will go up in worth at the end of the day. And let's say my daughters are just right at 30 years old. One is 30. The oldest one is 30. Middle one is 28. My youngest one is 20. No, she's 29, 30, 29 this year. And the youngest one will be 27. And let's say in 50 years. 40 years. 40 years. If they don't sell any of this stuff, that means gold, silver, the gold, the silver, the platinum, the osmium. I would like to get 3 ounces of palladium. Not because I think palladium is a great investment opportunity, but I would like each girl to have 1 ounce of palladium when I die. I would like, each of my girls to have 1 ounce palladium when I die. One ounce of palladium. I want them to have, let me see, what do I have? 21 ounces of platinum. And now we're talking, this is in a commercial vault, so you can take that as you will. Is in a commercial vault. It's not here. I don't keep that crap here. But the gold, the platinum, if I get some palladium, that'll also be in a commercial vault. I would like to get some osmium, just like 3 crystals of osmium, and maybe 3 ounces of rhodium. Just so each girl will have 1 crystal, 1 ounce of rhodium and palladium. Platinum, they will each have 7 ounces, and maybe I'll get enough so that they'll have 10 ounces. Gold, they'll have I don't know, maybe 25 30 ounces a piece. I don't know, something like that. Silver, they'll all have at least 350 ounces a piece. That's when I die. Plus whatever's in my IRA on the annuity side and whatever life insurance I have. So that's what my girls get. My wife gets, she gets the property and everything can take. Well, no, the girls all get the guns too. I'm sorry, they get the guns and everything that's related to them. And I have quite a few. So, and all the ammunition and scopes and scope mounts, anything gun related, they also get that. I mean, that's right off the top. There's no, and that's split right down the middle, all 3 ways. So there's no probate there. It's done. They get it. That's it. They'll have to take care of the legal aspect of owning it and any taxation that they may have to incur. But there's no disputing that. My wife gets the property and everything that's on the property, other than the guns and whatever coins I have here. That I have here, not everything is here on this property. There is another property elsewhere that has stuff on, so majority of stuff on. But the metals, all the metals, they're all in a commercial vault. Guns are all stored someplace else. So if anybody came here to actually steal anything from me, good luck. The only thing you're going to get is some lead as you're going out the door. Or coming in. For legal reasons, I should say, while you're in here, threatening me with great physical harm, or people that I love with great physical harm, then you'll be collecting lead in your chest area, maybe some in your head area. So that's all my metal and the guns I use, of course, some of them. But I look at them more as a savings account, as an investment than, well, not investment, savings account, basically. It's not that I don't have any money in my savings account. I do. I don't keep a whole lot in the bank. When I get more in the bank than I want in a savings account, then I take it out in cash and I keep it somewhere else. Because you got to have some cash. Okay, great. I keep enough in my savings account in case I overdraw my checking account. That's all that's for. I have a checking account simply because everything is electronically deposited. Everything in my life is electronically deposited. So it all has to go to a bank, to a checking account. Okay. And if the bank fails, all of that money will get transferred somewhere else. I will have it deposited somewhere else. As a matter of fact, I should get another bank account at a credit union so I can just and have the paperwork filled out so I can submit it to the appropriate agencies in case my bank ever goes under or I get pissed off at my bank, which they pissed me off here this last time. I've had my property paid off for 2 years. I've worked my whole life. I've owned 3 or 4 different properties with mortgages and insurance and all that crap. I finally, after we moved up here, got this place paid off. Yeah, let me see, 22. Took 22 or 23 years to pay this place off. Paid it off. Okay. In that time, I've had several personal loans and home equity loans to pay for certain things, like putting up my shed out there or whatever. Had to borrow $14,000 to put that up. Home equity loan. Yep, did that. All right. And every time the interest rates went down 3 or 4 percentage points, I refinanced, got this place down to 3.25% interest rate. Just being smart, Had this place paid off for a few years, went into the bank because I needed a new roof. Told the banker I'd like to get a home equity loan to pay for the roof. And the runaround that I got, now remember that the bank, all of the personnel at the bank, the loan people, vice president, all those people have all changed in the last 10 years. People have retired, and it's all new people. They're all the millennials in there now, the 20-somethings, maybe right at 30. They might be Gen Xers, but I doubt it because Gen Xers got more brains than these guys got. Clerks are all the same yet, but the loan officers and the people who do that stuff are all new. So when I went in there, okay, I put up a lot of crap to get this home equity loan, and it took so much longer, and I had to do all credit checks. I had to do this and that and the other thing. Okay, so we go in to sign the loan. My wife and I went in the day to sign the loan. He called us in. All right, we're going to sign the loan. Then all of a sudden he says, well, we got to have what do they call that, where you have the insurance and all that stuff. You pay for that up front, and it's in a separate account to go with your payment, your mortgage payment. What do they call that? Anyway, I had to have one of those. I said, wait a minute, you're trying to tell me that I've owned 4 different homes. I paid mortgages on all of them. I paid insurance on all of them. And I'm still paying insurance. And I'll give you the name of the insurance company. And you can look up the payment and how many we've missed or didn't, because we haven't missed any. No, we have to have this. Just a matter of policy. I said, I tell you what, you're pissing me off right now. And I told it to his face. You are pissing me off right now. I've been a customer of this bank for 30, 40, 50 years and have financed a home through, let me see, 2 homes through your bank? No, this last home. I financed this last home through your bank. So 22 years, 23 years, 24 years, 23 years. Never missed a payment. Always had money in my checking account. Always had money in my savings account. I've always paid the insurance and I haven't had to have that other account, whatever you call it, because I've paid my own insurance. I said, now I have to have that just for a $12,000 home equity loan. I said, my property's paid off. It's worth $300,000. But yet you're going to need that extra little account for my insurance and stuff. I said, I'll tell you what, let's just do this. Instead of a home equity loan, and I do a home equity loan simply because the interest is tax deductible. That's the only reason I do it. I said, I'll tell you what, let's make this a personal loan. You give me a personal loan today? Well, yeah, we can do that. I said, then I don't have to have this extra separate account. I don't have to have anything else. You've already done the credit checks and all that. So you can just give me a personal loan for $12,000. I will bring you gold in a week. It'll take me that long to get it out of the commercial vault. I said, do you want gold or cash? I'll bring it in here in a week. He said, well, the cash, I got to have the cash. Can't take the gold. I said, okay, I'll tell you what. I'll bring the cash in here and some gold. And I'll show you what you're missing. And I'll pay this fucking loan off in a week. How's that? He didn't have anything to say. So I sold. What did I sell? 6 ounces of gold? I don't know. Did they sell any gold? Or did they take it out of my annuity? I don't know. I have to look. Either way, I mean, I got 7 or 8 ounces of gold here. I don't really need to. I think I took it out of my annuity. I think I got $12,000 out of my annuity. Anyway, I took it in because it was a check, and I deposited it in my checking account. And I wrote a check, and I took it into him. No, he wasn't even there. I said, just pay off my loan to the clerk. So she took the $12,000 or whatever it was and paid off the loan. And I had to go in and get the paperwork a couple days later, and he wasn't there again. And so next time, I'm just going to stop at the bank unannounced. I'm going to take 8 ounces of gold in with me, and I'm going to lay it on his desk. I'm going to say, you see those 8 ounces? That's about $18,000 worth right there. You could have had that, some of that, but you chose to have electronic digits. So I gave you electronic digits. Well, you could have had some physical gold, but no. And see, if you'd have held that gold for another year or so, it'd have gone up in value another 10, 20%. And you'd have had more money. But no, you decided you wanted some digits. So I gave him digits. So one of these days, I'm going to stop at the bank. I'm going to just put that gold in the truck and stop at the bank next time I'm in town, walk into his office and just show him. Just show him. Banks are becoming, even local banks. Now, this is a town of 7,000 people. This is not a big town, and I live 12 miles outside of that town from any town. Everybody knows everybody in that town, or used to anyway. Back when I was a kid, there were no black people in this town at all. It was lily liver white. Well, now we have several black families in town. We have several Mexican families in town. And still everybody knows everybody. Or I know their kids. Or I know their kids' kids. So I don't know if I'm getting crotchety in my old age or what, but the banking system in the town is changing because it wasn't the next generation or generation after that, but their kids that are starting to get into the businesses now, and the businesses are changing. And it's not for a good thing. It really concerns me that nobody takes cash anymore, that most business is done with a debit card. And that concerns me. You know, we're quickly on our way, not to a CBDC, I don't think, although that probably is their ultimate goal. You're going to have an account at the Fed Now account, and you will have a card with your account on, just like you have now with your local bank, a debit, credit card, so that anything you buy or sell is going to go right to your Fed account digitally. I think that's going to be your new CBDC, digital commerce. But yeah, I know everybody's left chat. Everybody comes into chat, see what's going on. Mrs. Coin Crew is working and lurking. I got a nice package coming from you guys too. Here, I actually unboxed one last week, I think, from Coin Crew. I had a couple of 10th ounce golds in there. I always put a little gold away. Always putting a little gold away. I'm glad I bought it last week or the week before instead of this week. But if you can still find, and somebody said last night in the chat, it was on Brad V's Wacky Wednesday. If you can find grams of gold for $70 and under, buy it. Just buy as much as you can for $70 or under. All right, let's just take our handy dandy little calculator here and let's go to calculator. 31.1 grams in a troy ounce. Let's multiply that by $70. What do we come up with? $2,177. If you're not picking up grams of gold for $70, you're an idiot right now. You are a frickin' idiot. And I think they said where they were getting it at. I think they said Kitco, but I'm not sure. So let's just take, and I'm going to round off an ounce of gold at $2,400. Is it 2,400 now? No, it's not. Is it going to make it there in the next week or two? Yeah, I believe it will. Okay, 2,400. We'll divide that by 31.1. What do we got? I come up with $77. 0.17. So, well, let's just go, let's clear that out. 2,300. I know we're over 2,300. Divided by 31.1 is $73. If you're not buying grams of gold for $70, you're an idiot at this point. All right. So I'm going to go online today, and this week has been expensive for me. I bought a 5-ounce Reckless button, 5-ounce Reckless silver button for $160. No, that's 5 ounce. Yeah. So what is that? $32 an ounce. Yeah, about that. What is silver? $31 and some cents an ounce. Yeah. So I bought just a tad bit over melt. Is it going to go higher? Yeah. Yeah. And then I bought another one. And I bought the first one because it was cheap. But I bought another one. 2015 Year of the Goat bar. 10-ounce bar for $315. I would have got it for $310, except somebody decided they didn't want me to get it that cheap. And he bid 312 or something, or 300. No, it was 305. I think he bid 310. So I had to beat his ass for three. I bid 350 and he didn't rebid. So obviously he didn't want it that bad. He just didn't want me to get it that cheap. So I bought a 10-ounce bar for $315. So what is that? $31.50 an ounce. Come on. If you're, and they bought a nugget, a hammered silver nugget bar. I don't know who makes it. It was a 10-ounce bar, and they gave $20 more than I gave an ounce. I think they bought it for $335 or $340, $350. Well, I mean, that's kind of stupid. Silver is silver, whether it's in that form or in that form. It doesn't make any difference except for the collector value. If you think the one has more collector value than the other, well, fine. And you think that collector value is going to go up in the future, that collector value premium, then fine, buy that. But don't let the cheap meltable silver go because it has no collector value. See, it doesn't make any sense to me, and that's what I look for on auctions. I buy gold, any gold. I like to buy cheap gold, but some gold's not cheap. Same with platinum. I'll buy platinum when it's cheap. I'll buy silver when it's cheap. I have some collector pieces. Very few, but I have some. But I guess I'm more of a stacker than I am a collector. I collect Canadian silver because I like the Canadian mint. I like their designs. I like their simplicity. I like their complexity. I like the wide variety that they put out. And yeah, it's not 0.90 silver. Most of it is 0.8. I've got some at 0.5. I don't buy the clad stuff too much unless it's in sets with silver. But I just like the Canadian mint, and the United States mint could take some lessons from the Canadian mint. See, even the Australian mint is pretty staid, laid back like the United States mint. I think after the British or after the Canadian mint, I like the British mint. Next, I mean, I like Krugerrands, I like Philharmonics, I like the Kangaroos. I like Mexican silver, but I like Canadian silver better than I like old Mexican silver. Just the way it is. The modern stuff, all the 999 fine stuff, Libertads and Krugerrands, Philharmonics, Liberty, the Britannias, all of the new Canadian stuff. It's all 399 fine stuff. I like old British stuff and quids and shillings and that kind of stuff. Old German silver, World War II type, old. I'm not a big one on Chinese. I will buy Russian silver when I can find it. I've seen some Russian coins, but always more than I want to give for it, and always as some been out for races I could never win it, and somebody finally won it. I don't know if that was Pizza Guy, I think, had that. And I would gladly had those, but no, Canadian silver is my thing. I have some German silver. I have some Mexican silver, older silver. I have some New Mexican. I have New Canadian. I have Old British. I have New British. I guess that's all I got for old stuff. I did have an old Western Europe, Eastern Europe coin. I sent that to Tiger Stacker because I couldn't. It's Cyrillic language on it, but I couldn't make out what it was. So his wife being from yeah, being from that area, his family being from that area, I thought he would appreciate that more, so I sent it to him. I have one Arabic coin, can't make out the writing, don't know what it says. If I knew anybody of Middle Eastern heritage that would appreciate that coin more than I would send it to them because I don't know what it says. So that's why I buy a lot of Canadian. I mean, I got, and you guys saw it, I got the German stuff. And this is, one is 1990. Those two are 1990, so it's newer German stuff. Where's the other older? Back here, I think. Yeah. This stuff is 71, 72, and 73. So I got one back to 71 there. 71, 72, and 73. I have some older than that from World War II in the 40s, 43, 44. I have one India coin from 1944. I don't know, man. It still blows me away that Liza Jane would give me that coin. It just blows me away that she would outbid me on that coin and then gift it to me. That blows me away. That's what makes me love this community right there. It's just something like that. And we have the World War or the Wounded Warrior Project auction coming up here. I think it's this weekend. Saturday, I will be in the North Iowa Band Festival. Our Special Forces Association has a float in that parade. I'll be riding in the Jeep. Yeah, beret, jaunty beret on my head. Because I can't walk with the banner, but I will be there with bells on for the parade. Just show my support for our association chapter. Who else is? Oh, the local Vietnam veterans, the VVA chapter, Vietnam Veterans of America chapter will be there with their deuce and a half that has 50 cals mounted on it. Of course, they're dummy 50 cals, but it looks good, man. It looks good. Those guys are cool. Who else is going to be with us? I have a couple 82nd Airborne vets that'll be with us. What else we got? I'm trying to think of who else is in that parade that's military oriented, but I think it's the VVA, us, the Special Forces Association chapter, the Galen Kittleson chapter, and I think the VFW also has a float in that parade. And then all of the bands from all of the high schools from the North Iowa area. Oh man, you're talking miles and miles of bands, just marching bands. And the one band leader from Osage I know personally was my daughter's band leader when she was in high school, and he's a good guy, man. Good guy. I was not a band nerd in high school. I was a basketball nerd, and then I got kicked out of basketball because I was a bad boy. I was smoking cigarettes. Oh my God. And I got to thinking back then, you know what? I really don't give a shit about this stuff. Really didn't give a shit about high school. But the only classes I really paid attention to were classes that had great teachers. I had a civics class, Mr. New Owner, who made a lot of sense to me. So I paid attention in his class. My contemporary lit teacher, Miss Stretchfield. Well, I'm a reader. I like to read, so I pay attention in her class because I think she realized and acknowledged the fact that even though I was a troublemaker kid, that I liked to read. And so she took an interest in seeing that I was well read. I appreciated that. My woodworking class, Woodruff. I don't know. Might have been Woodruff. My mechanics class, Mr. Betts, Dick Betts, and my metals class. What the hell was his name, that big man? His wife was a female gym teacher. Oh, I can't remember his name. Man, for the life of me right now. It escapes me. That's what old age does to you. Anyway, those are the classes that I paid attention in. And they served me well over the years. There's a lot of crap in high school that you're taught you don't need. Not in real life, anyway. And that's what high school is for. It should be preparing you for real life. It should be teaching you skills that you're going to need in the real world. And most of the shop classes in most high schools have been taken out. Have been done away with. Home ec classes, where they not only teach you how to cook and how to use spices, but how to care for a home. And that includes a budgeting. That includes how to keep a checkbook. That includes how to fix a fucking spare tire. How to jack up a car. Where is the jack? Jack up the car. How to take lug nuts off. Lefty, loosey, righty, tighty. You know, real life skills at the home. How to use a frickin' fire extinguisher. How to do a simple fix on a wooden chair. Let's say a smoke comes out of a wooden chair. How to fix that? You know what gluing a clamp is? Or string, rope, and wood glue? Or, you know, just common everyday stuff in mechanic class. How to change oil and filter. How to check your fluids under the hood. How to check your air pressure and tire tread depth. You know, just simple things. Simple things that should be taught in high school that prepare you for actual real life when you get out of high school. And you have to go get a job, and you have to get your own apartment. You have to take out a mortgage on a house. You have to take out a loan on a car. You know, all of that stuff. How to prepare a simple tax form and do it yourself. It's just stuff like that that need to be taught in high school, not diversity, equity, and inclusion crap. You know, not race relations, not just race relations is what you get outside the classroom. Actually, firearm safety ought to be taught in high school again. Actually, should be taught in grade school from the time they're old enough to handle a weapon. I have one daughter who likes, well, she doesn't like to shoot. She knows how to shoot. Doesn't like to shoot. It's not one of her favorite things to do. But she knows how to shoot. She knows how to operate a weapon. She knows what ammunition goes in what weapon. I got another one that wants to learn kind of, even though they were shooting BB guns when they were little, going along with me on a trap line, watching me actually shoot things. And I got another one, my oldest one. She's just a complete lib. So there's no hope for her until she gets about 55, 60 years old. And her politics will change and her attitude will change. But until then, no. Oh, gotta go around the other way. There we go. Yeah, in the background, you see my World War II, Vietnam, Korea era gun cabinet. My five bearded turkey, five bearded turkey. That's still, I think, I don't know what he is yet on in the Iowa non-typical turkey records or in the National Wild Turkey Federation records, non-typical records. It was 126 on the NWTF's record at one time. I think it was 26 in Iowa, but it's something like that. It's changed over the years. I don't know. It's still a five-bearded turkey. I care less. I don't know how many people shoot a five-bearder, but not many. I've known 2 or 3 people that have shot two-beard, one that shot a three-beard. I'm the only one I know of that I've shot five-bearded turkey. And what else we got over here? We got my walking stick. You know, I got this walking stick in Alaska. I brought this home. I was on exercise. You see that on the front there? Right there? That diamond shape. This is diamond willow. You only find this in Alaska. When I was up there on an exercise, I brought this stick home with me. Make a good walking stick. I've got a couple of pheasant feathers on there. I wrapped the handle. I did a paracord wrap on the handle, and I put a Special Forces crest on it, on the top, because it fits just right. And I gave that to my mother as a gift when I came home from Alaska. I carried that all the way back from Alaska with me on a military transport aircraft and my rucksack. We didn't jump back in, so it just rode on the airplane with me. I gave that to my mother. She kept that for years and years. And when she died, and they were going through her stuff, she found this, or they found this. My sisters found this, and she had my name on it and said, "Give to Gary." So I have that sitting there. Oh no, man, I'm done with the rant for today. Just stuff from Durbin's auction. Great stuff, man. If you don't go there, you should. They hold auctions, 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, something like that. Some I make, some I don't. Some they have stuff on I want, some they don't. But I always go because the auctions are fun. The people in chat are fun. Lots of giveaways. I've won 2 now. I won that Franklin half, and I won Mr. Doughboy and Susie's copper penny bell and rose that I gave my wife for Mother's Day, and she really appreciated that. Really. And Joe Durbin makes his own coin bells. I got one, and he sent along a little bell, a little coin bell, as a gift. I gave those 2 to my wife when they came, and she really appreciated those little bells. I need another one for me, of course. This last auction, I was stream hopping, and the bell that he had got bought, and I should have bought it. It was already gone by the time I hopped back. But I'll get another one. I will get another one. Those bells are so cool. He can make them out of 40% coins, 90% coins, and I think he's made them out of clad coins, but the clad coins don't sound as good. From what he tells me, from what Joe tells me, clad coins can sound good at times. And he said at other times they sound like crap. So the bell I got is 90%. And it's a beautiful sound. Just a beautiful sound. And I think someday I'll have a coin ring made too. But until that time, all right. I start talking stuff and I get off on a tangent and I try to come back and I don't remember what it was I was talking about when I started. I went to the coin bells and Durbin auctions from something. I don't know what it was. All right. Yeah, that's. I just wanted to rant about high school and stuff that they're taught in school nowadays, and I'll rant about college some other time. But yeah, grade school, high school, getting taught stuff to prepare you for real life instead of imaginary life or life as the teachers and the administrators hope life will be. No. You need to teach kids stuff that actually applies to real everyday life. Reading, writing, arithmetic. Why do we put so much emphasis on arithmetic or math? Because math is perfect. It's what you're made of, because you're made of energy. Although you appear solid, that's just your mind's perception. You are energy, right down to the subatomic level. Those little particles are held together by energy. Math, energy is math. Energy is math. To the atomic level, your atoms are held together by energy. Those atoms are held together in molecules by energy. Your molecules are held together in the form of liquid, water, bones, skin, muscle, cartilage, brain matter. All of that's made of molecules. All the molecules are held together by energy to form what we perceive as matter. This planet is held together by energy, which is math. This solar system, this galaxy, out of the millions and billions of galaxies in the universe, are held together by energy. So that means that the whole universe is nothing but energy, which is nothing more than math. So therefore, we have a reading, writing, arithmetic. We prioritize arithmetic and reading. Why reading? Reading is where you get knowledge. Writing is where you express knowledge. I mean, nowadays instead of reading, we watch YouTube or Rumble or any one of the other platforms for our news, for our knowledge. But what's being fed to us is biases. Every writer, every commentator, even I have biases. So until you realize that, you're not really thinking. Because if you take people's word verbatim, you believe everything they say, then you have no knowledge. You're not a real smart person. You have to take in all kinds of information, pro and con, left and right, stuff that agrees with your biases, stuff that doesn't. Mix that all together. Think about it. Critically think about it. And the key word there is critically think about it and dissect it. Then form your own opinion. Again, if you do that, you have a knowledgeable opinion. Your opinion is an educated opinion, not educated like in college and, oh, everything I hear in college is true, blah, that's bullshit. A knowledgeable opinion. Once you have a knowledgeable opinion, I'll listen to you. You can change my mind about things. You can change my mind. You can change my opinion. But if you're going to preach to me and your opinion is not researched, it's not knowledgeable, it's not an educated opinion, in one ear and out the other, I'm not listening to you. I'll listen politely, but like I say, in one ear, out the other. I'm not going to change my opinion because of what you said, because I know you're talking crap. So people say that I'm an asshole and I don't listen to people. Yeah, I listen to you. But if what you're telling me is not thought out logically, is not critically thought about, it's not knowledgeable, I'm not listening to you. I mean, I'm listening to you. I'm just not caring what you're. I don't care what you say at that point. I just don't care what you say. I'll listen politely, but I just don't care. Okay, that's it. See you later, man. Remember, gotta get back over here. Live free or die. See ya.